So we've got another Vanguard video for today. This one is gonna be on an old familiar face of the channel. This is Greedon. Last time we saw him was back in set 3 and 4, which was very, very early in the series, and I'd say now is probably the time to finally bring him back, as he got a big upgrade in set 11. He was actually the only anime deck to get an upgrade in set 11, ironically enough, since he's does not show up in the newer seasons, even though his person that played his deck did show up in one episode. So yeah, let's get right into Greedon and his new form. Of course, we play the Greedon starter, Taida, of course, the little guy for the grade 0. We have Gourmand. When this unit is rode upon by Bonshoku, reveal a Greedon from your ride deck, draw a card. Nice and simple. And we won't be using his rearguard effect, as he probably won't be called out. Of course, we now got Boshoku. He's actually not as important in this deck now, as a lot of his text is Greedon specific, the original Greedon specific. So since it's focusing on a new grade 3, his effects deactivate once we play the new one. So when this unit is rode upon by Greedon, put a card from your hand into your soul. Search your deck for a card with the same name as this card, reveal it, and put it into your hand. Now, even though we are playing only one copy of this guy now, that effect can go off, as there is a card that copies his name. So once we get to it, I'll show it off. Of course, to round out the ride deck, we've got Greedon. We probably won't be using his effects, as we want to get into the new version as fast as possible, but we'll go over them anyway. If your soul has another copy of Greedon, the number of cards in your damage zone for you to lose becomes 7, and its other effect is, at the end of the battle this unit attacked, you Soul Blast 2. Put 4 of your standing rearguards into your soul and stand this unit. If your soul has 10 cards or more, this unit gets an extra 15,000 power until the end of turn. Very nice. However, he's no longer the boss of the deck, because that goes to Greedon Masque. Yes, he got a mask form, even though his character did show up and technically joined the Uniformers, which are the bad guys of the newer season. He never got to play Greedon Masque, which is funny. So yeah, this is Greedon Masque. Its first effect is this can only be ridden from a grade 3 with Greedon in its name, and its other effect is the number of cards in your damage zone for you to lose becomes 7, so you no longer need another copy of the original Greedon in your soul to pull off that effect. You just have it for free, which is nice. And there's no longer funny situations where if you Soul Blast out the copy of Greedon in your soul, you automatically die and take yourself out, which I've seen happen. It's pretty funny. And then its other effect is remove a card with Greedon in its different card name from this unit from your hand, soul, or drop. You look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 1 unit card with Desire Devil in its card name. From among them, reveal it and put it into your hand and shuffle the deck. Nice, this can let you search for any of the pieces you might need to power up Greedon, as again, this deck entirely focuses on Greedon and making him as strong as possible through the soul effects of your desire cards. And then the final effect is, at the end of the turn this unit attacked, if your soul has 3 or more cards with Desire Devil in its card names, put 3 standing rearguards into your soul, stand this unit, and it gets an extra 5,000 power until the end of turn. Now, while it may not have the amount of power the original Greedon had, that's fine. The cost is much less, and you don't have to even Soul Blast anymore. This is ultimately a straight-up upgrade of the original Greedon, so yeah. He is a lot stronger now, and I've actually seen him do very well. I went to a locals, not locals, it's kind of the closest locals for Vanguard for me to get to. There was actually a few Greedon players there. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, he's doing quite well, and from what I heard, he's either the first or second best Masque deck once this set came out, so that's pretty nice. Of course, I think he was toppled once the new Dark States deck in 12 comes out, which is Omna Gruzio, and it is just crazy. It's a pretty cool deck, and it's very consistent for a Masque deck. Of course, we got 2 more copies of the original Greedon. 2 copies of Masque of Hydreigon. If you're playing a Masque deck, you gotta have it. Of course, its effects are, look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card with Dragon Tree or Masque in its card name from among them, reveal it and put it into your hand, and then shuffle the deck. And it has a drop zone effect. If you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard without Masque in its card name, reveal a grade 3 card with Masque in its card name from your hand, and ride the card revealed for its cost as stand. If you rode, put this card into your soul. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater and you did not Persona Ride this turn, you can activate Persona Ride. Very nice. It is the entire engine of the deck. Kennen. It's the little fox guy. This was from set 4. When this unit is placed on rearguard during your main phase, you can counterblast 1, look at the top card of your deck, and call it to your rearguard. At the end of that turn, retire the called unit. However, that probably won't affect you, as you will probably suck it into your Greedon's soul. So yeah, the downside, you'll probably never have to pay. So that's nice. The new grade 2 for Greedon, which was actually from set 10. It came out a little bit early. Or not, it's not new, but it's the second newest. This is Fujo. It is a horse. When this unit is put from rearguard into soul by the ability of your Vanguard with Greedon in its card name, choose one of your opponent's rearguards and you can retire it, which is very cool, as I don't think Greedon had access to any retire effects until now. And its other effect is, when your Vanguard with Greedon in its card name attacks, you bind this card from your soul until the end of that battle. When your opponent would call cards from their hand to Guardian Circle, they must call 2 cards or more at the same time. Now, from what I can remember, yeah, Gourmand had the same effect. However, you had to counterblast for it, and he had to be on the field to do that. So yeah, this is kind of an upgrade for Gourmand, which is nice. This is the new card to support Greedon. This is Sasyu. I think it's like a crow bird thing. It has a in-deck effect. If you have a Vanguard with Greedon in its card name, this card is also regarded as having the same names as all the cards with Desire Devil in their card names in your soul. So, for example, if you are up to Greedon, you'll have the grade 0. However, that's probably the only copy of it you have in your deck. You have Gourmand, and you have Bashoku, which is the important one, as since Bashoku's effect is you get another copy of Bashoku, this now counts as Bashoku. Plain and simple. And then it also has a Rearguard and Guardian Circle effect. If your soul has 3 or more cards with Desire Devil in their card names, this unit gets an extra 5,000 power and 5,000 shield. So this can also act as a actual Rearguard for Greedon and a guarding card as well, which is pretty nice, as you will be requiring less units to suck into your soul with Greedon's effect. You actually have other cards to attack with, which is nice. Of course, 2 copies of Dragon Tree Red Skull Kemda. When this unit is placed on rearguard, you counterblast 1, soul blast 1. Choose one of your rearguards without a Dragon Tree marker and put a Dragon Tree marker on it, and then you search your deck for the Masque of Hydreigon. And then you reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle. Nice and simple. We have Incane. Of course, he's been one of the big units in Greedon. His first effect is, when placed on rearguard, if you Persona Road this turn, you Soul Charge 1, and then its main effect, when this unit is put in from rearguard into your soul by your Vanguard's ability, you Counterblast 2. Choose one of your Vanguards and it gets an extra 5,000 power and +1 drive until the end of turn. Very nice, as this can make your Greedon and Greedon Masque check the top of your deck 3 times for the drive check. So yeah, pretty nice. Of course, 4 copies of the Dark States Perfect Guard, any of the Perfect Guards really, at least any of the proper effect Perfect Guards that you want. Of course, you drop 1 for the Elementaris Sanctitude. So yeah, it's, well, as you probably know, I don't have it on me all the time. It's in another deck. There you go. But if you're going to a tournament, you'll probably put the Elementaris in place of one of the Perfect Guards. 3 of the non-effect crits. 4 of the effect crits. 4 fronts, as this is a hyper-aggressive deck, and you'll probably run out of cards if you play draws. We're playing fronts. The effect fronts, specifically, as they also have defensive purposes. The 4 heals. Yes, I finally got the Dredgewald heals, which is nice. And, of course, the Dark States Overtrigger. And that is it for Greedon's update. I hope you enjoyed this video.